Hi, it's Candy. Today I'm going to show you the art of planning a junk journal, planning and putting it together. A couple of videos ago I showed you just the pages that I had put together, so you saw blank pages. Well, you're going to see the completed journal today, and I put it together using, oh, you'll see. So let's just undo it so you'll see the inside. I didn't count the pages, I should have. This is a smaller, kind of a smaller little junk journal. It was just kind of fun. It just kind of hit me what I wanted to do for my next one. I had it tied together with some of this ribbon. I should have looked to see where I got that. I didn't, I forgot. Okay, so here is the front of this. I used the papers that I used in here for the most part came from the Prima line, and they're called Rose Quartz, and it was last year's. I think it was last year's. I hadn't used it. I am trying to use a lot of the supplies that I have because I have so many supplies. So I used the Prima Rose Quartz paper. I used their ephemera. I used a lot of stamps. The theme is kind of around being a queen, knowing you're a queen. Self-talk about a queen, because we are daughters of the king, so we need to recognize who we are. We need to treat ourselves like that, not in a haughty above everybody else but we need to know who we are on a daily basis. So I just love this. Now this is one, the crown is one stamp, this is another, but this says sometimes you just have to throw a crown on to show who they are dealing with. So we need to treat ourselves more like that. I need to make sure that I know where you are. Okay, so outside front cover, and then on the back it says always wear your invisible crown. So you know you've got it on, and it doesn't matter if other people do or not. So you know what, treat yourself like that, but treat others like that too, with grace and honor and dignity. So here are going to be the pages that are kind of done. So here's the inside cover. I love glitter paper, and this is some of my favorite because it's not chunky and it doesn't rub off. It's just really nice, wonderful. This came from a 6x6 pad, so that's fun to find and use. These are just, this is like copy paper that I just cut into small paper so you can write on. In journals, I think a lot of times we start decorating them so much that we don't leave any room to write on, and that's what I want to do in a journal. So I just put a little brad through it, so we got writing notes here, and then we can stick other things in there also. I obviously need to go back and do a little work here. I did ask you in the video where I just showed you with the papers if you ever wanted to do like a craft with me, if you ever want me to do craft with me videos, so I'll kind of see what everybody said. I used double-sided, that red line tape on this, and that's not working well. I can stick it back together, but I don't know if it's going to hold or not, so I'll go back and put some of that art glue on here. Okay, and here's the second page. It was just a gray sheet. I used the banner. So the Rose Quartz had incredible ephemera, so I got to use a lot of that too. A banner, and then this is another favorite little stamp of mine. It says, my dentist told me I needed a crown. I was like, I know, right? So, you know, just some cute stuff along with the crown theme. I also had punches that were crowns, and I knew at one time if there are 4 little tops on the crown, one of them means princess and the other one means prince. I don't remember which was which, so I thought that was cute. On this side I just put a little bit of a doily and left that, so this is someplace obviously you could write. Here's another piece of the paper group, which I thought was gorgeous. Here's another that's got marbling. So this paper group was wonderful. This was one side of it and this was another. You could very obviously write here also. I love this one also. So The pink page was just, this is cardstock. You'll be able to write there very well. And then I showed you on the video where I just showed you the insides of it. This is just, I did almost like a tip in, but it's a fold out. You could write very easily on that. Also, this says be the game changer. You know, some things we just have to remind ourselves of. We just have to. It's too easy to get caught up in everything else that's going on. So we have to remember every day who we are. And then what rights that gives us for ourselves, but then on how we treat others too. So this is the other side of that. I did a tuck in with this pink piece of paper. So it ends up being a tuck spot. So you can put all sorts of cards, notes. You can write on the back of things. I really tried to leave things where there were lots of places to write notes, to do journal entries, that type of thing. You could even put more paper in here. I thought this ended up being a real fun place to decorate the fold-in part. I secured it with one of these little eyelets. Ended up covering that with this card though. And then here is another fold out. And then here's the crown that says Be You. Now I've mentioned in one of the videos before this that I've started using a lot of pattern on pattern. So it's almost an invisible effect. So I'm not sure if you didn't know that you would realize that there was a pocket here. But I think it's fun using the pattern on pattern. And then on the back of this card, I just stamped Be You, Be You, Be You all over it because it's so easy to lose who we are or to not appreciate who we are or who you are. And you know what? You are the only you that God made. So be you and appreciate you and love you and know that you are special and be you. So I have a stamp that says Be You too, and I love that. I started to face that out and then it gets to be a lot. But journal on this side and then remind yourself, be you, because you are special. And then tuck that in. I'm loving the pattern on pattern. Okay, tuck those in here. And then over, and you can journal, journal, journal. And then here's feather. Yes, yes, I love feather. You really could write on this too. And then the other side of this paper is the globe. And I made pockets in here. Again, I ended up with a pattern on pattern, which I am loving. If somebody else does that and you already know about it a lot, well, I didn't. I'm behind the curve, but I'm loving the pattern on pattern. Did a little envelope here, so you can keep notes, tuck spot, keep more paper for notes, whatever you like, right there. And then over here, I just decorated a cellophane envelope where you can keep more things, and then I put together more pieces of paper where you can write notes, do journal things, again attach them with a brad, so you've got lots of writing room right there. That's the middle of our journal. And then fold this over again and you've got your feathers there again, where I did a belly band. I actually did a double belly band. I did this floral belly band, did more pieces of paper where you can do journaling, and then I put the smaller belly band. It says I will walk by faith. I left that as a belly band on top of the wider belly band. So you can put something here, and if you wanted, you could put something right there too. So you've got a double belly band. Something for notes. Flip this over and you've got a cellophane bag on this piece of paper where I did some other tags that you could write on the back. And then we've got tucked in here. And then I did double doilies here. I just put crowns on them for a pretty. Here we have I will walk by faith. You can put notes here. You can do journaling there. And then I did also some big journaling cards. You can do front and back. So you got lots of journaling that you can do on your cards. Flip it over. Left most of the pink here that you could do journaling on over there, down again. Sometimes you just have to throw that crayon on to show who they were dealing with, and then left you some other cards that are pretty and you can do some journaling on. So I loved working with this, but I also tried very hard to leave journaling room. Here, again, it says always wear your invisible crown at the top of this, but I tried to leave all of this. Wanted to fold out so we could use the only word I can think of is gauze, and I know that's not the muslin. There we go, the colored muslin, and I frayed it. So that would add a little interest. And then on the fold out, on the outside of it, this was a stamp that says I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. So as you're wearing your crown, even if you don't feel royal enough, know that you are royal, but you can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. Flip it over. Here is another tone on tone little pocket and a little tuck spot. This has the pocket. This has the pocket. So here you can throw in a little something in that pocket. And then it'll go back in. I know it'll go back in. And then right here you've got some more tuck spots. You have places to journal. You have places to journal there. Be you. Journal here. I did another pocket right down here. And you are to the back of the journal. So you have seen it from totally nothing done with it to totally finished. So I hope that you found some techniques you liked, you found some fun ideas that you liked, and maybe you can take some of those things that absolutely run with the ideas and use them in some of the things that you do. Why don't you leave your favorite journaling technique in the comments below so that we can all end up with lots of other ideas. I would love if you would do that. Give the video a thumbs up if you like, share it with friends. And you know what? I would be happy in the next video or two to tell you why I've been gone for a few months. If any of you guys suffer with migraines, let me know. I've been on a real journey for lots of years and have found something that if you haven't found anything that helps you, maybe I can share some of the things that I found that are so helpful to me. So thanks for watching so very much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks. Bye.